You're listening to the Sovereign Society podcast, a spiritual lifestyle sanctuary empowering you to honor the journey, trust the process, and radiate your radness. I'm your soul guide, Sabrina Riccio, Kundalini yoga teacher, spiritual mentor, and modern medicine woman who's on a mission to anchor in heaven on earth in this golden era. Join me every week where I gather some of my favorite spiritual leaders, goddesspreneurs, and change makers for some authentic conversations about all things spirituality, wellness, what it takes to build your empire, and so much more. Over the years, after my deep Kundalini awakening and a series of events like being struck by lightning, it's been loud and clear that part of my divine purpose here is to share with you the tools and the guidance that supported me along the way. My mission here is to empower you to navigate through these changing times with ease and grace as you go forth and align to your soul's destiny while staying true and real along the way. Thank you so much for tuning into the Sovereign Society podcast, and get ready because we're about to go in deep and come out the other side stronger than ever before. This episode is brought to you by Thrive, my 8-week soul activation experience to help you transmute your trauma and align to your soul's destiny. As we implement Kundalini yoga and quantum activation and modern mysticism, you'll begin to heal your pains, your suffering, your traumas, the stuff that isn't even yours. You'll be able to heal and transmute it to create the solid foundation to build the business, the empire, the queendom, the kingdom, the life that you've always desired. I'm currently accepting applications for our January 27th launch. That is going to be the first one of 2019. And this is your chance to anchor in the new paradigm, to anchor in the golden era, simply through your willingness and your desires to finally live the life you know you're destined to experience. So the world is ready for your medicine. If you want to learn more, go check out thrive.sabrinariccio.com and apply today. I'm so excited to see you there, and I'm so excited to see you witness the shifts as you go forth and radiate your radness and uplift the collective simply through your beingness. So go check out thrive.sabrinariccio.com for more information and sign up today before spots fill up. Hello and welcome to the last episode of the Sovereign Society podcast for 2018. Oh, I'm so grateful and I've missed you guys. So I'm your host, Sabrina Riccio, and if you follow me on the gram, you know I'm disconnected. I am off the gram for 40 days, and today is day 6, and it feels really great to reset my nervous system. And it's really amazing to see how much time we actually spend on our phones due to social media. Without a doubt, I miss you guys. But it's really nice to just kind of like get shit done. And today is a new moon in Sagittarius. Mercury went direct, and this Mercury retrograde was a lot more challenging than usual. My sun and my moon and my Jupiter are all ruled by Mercury. So it was a doozy to say the least. And considering we're more than halfway through with mending the lineage, we're almost done. We're going to be done on the 20th. I've been feeling a lot of your energy because I've been holding that space as a medium and as your guide. And I've been getting emails from you guys because, as you know, I'm off the gram and Facebook. So to receive emails from you guys has been really great to see where you're at and to hold that space for you. But I've been feeling you all. I feel you all. I feel the purge that's happening. So much so I experienced the worst moon I've ever had since I started getting my period when I was 13. I literally died on Tuesday, and everyone in my coven, they're all feeling it too. So we're definitely moving through some shit, and it's really great because this episode is all about understanding the clusterfuck of 2018 because we are purging out all that doesn't serve so we can go into 2019, to this 3-year feeling strong and powerful. And I made a boo-boo when I recorded this a couple weeks ago, and I said that the power of prime to the third degree, and it's actually 3 squared is 9. But I was all insecure about it, oh my god, they think I'm so dumb, but whatever, human. So I wanted to share this episode because I just, after having that really intense moon, I was you know what, I really want to share a deeper understanding of the clusterfuck of 2018 because we have an opportunity to really step into 2019 really strong, really feeling empowered, really clear. We're jumping into Capricorn season, which is so earth, and it's all about us honoring our emotions and to just really like focus and be productive by getting super clear. So I'm really focusing on my goals for 2019 right now. I have 6 days to finish writing Radiate Your Radness, and I started weeks ago, but I haven't been able to dive in since I took a break. I had this like gnarly cramps. One of my best friends got married over the weekend, and I did a sound bath for them, and I was just a fucking hot mess crying because sentimental Sabrina came through. It was lovely. But I just been allowing myself to take time for me because I haven't had a social media detox like this ever. And, since I started using social media back in like when I was like 13 with the Zanga days, pre-MySpace. So this is a way that I'm, again, resetting my nervous system and just really seeing how I allow the things outside of me to not just like dictate me, but to shape the reality that I've been seeing. And that's why we're doing 40 days with Mending the Lineage, because it takes 40 days to begin to shift the subconscious. So I see how much social media and media has shifted my head and my mind. So that's been really interesting to see that whole experience, and up-leveling and upgrading the whole back-end system of my website through my courses. So everything is going to be shifting in a couple days, which was completely thrown in, but Mercury coming in super strong in that retrograde period. But it's all part of the up-level, and that's my intention for 2019, is to up-level myself and to support you in your up-level. And with that, I'm excited to announce that I have spots available for Thrive. We start January 27th. If you're ready to dive in deep, there's going to be new sections that I'm adding that I'm just feeling really inspired to share with you all, because my intention with Thrive is I want Thrive to be the last course that you need to take that you feel like, okay, I have shit I need to work through before I could start the business or build the life that I want. I want you to really clear out the residual shit so that you can lay down that foundation to begin to really build your empire and the life you really desire. That is the intention of Thrive. Pulling out what doesn't serve, releasing what doesn't serve, and making room for what's to come, because you need to clear that space. You need to get focused. You need to get grounded. So perfect Capricorn energy that we're coming into. I'm ready for Capricorn season with the social media detox. I have no idea what's in store, but I'm excited. And I'm really grateful that I get to honor this clusterfuck of 2018, because it just feels like we've been in one big retrograde. Am I right? So this is the peak of my Saturn return. Saturn has made its full orbit from when I was born. And if you want to learn more about Saturn return, go check out the episode with Dana Balicki and Sandy Citron, which was a great episode. It was earlier this year. But I'm excited for you guys to learn more about the clusterfuck of this year, understand the energy, what's to come, how to honor yourself, and to understand that you're not alone, because I've had so many messages from you guys, so many messages from my friends just saying like, damn, this year has been a fucking rough one. It's been such a challenge. But this is the year of spiritual mastery, where the arrow's being pulled back to be shot forward. And this is our time to share our medicine, and our medicine is the message for the world, how we can show up, share our gifts, honor our truths, and inspire others that they can do it too, because we're so not alone in this journey and on this planet. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds. I know I've just been really getting focused and clear on my visions and my goals and my desires and what I'm calling in, and also taking care of myself, filling up my cup, and taking care of my home and my body and my health and well-being. And I invite you to do the same. Again, this is the last episode of 2018. Before I dive into this episode, I just really want to say thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for doing the work, because we are all in this together. A super corny High School Musical, but it's so true. We're all in this together. There is no separation between you and I. And we are all impacting the world through our own experience, through us doing the work. So if you've been doing the work, I honor you. And the time is coming for you to really begin to fully actualize your dreams and desires. It just depends on your attitude as you patiently wait for that to become your reality. So do your best to become the vibration of who you see yourself being in 2019 and beyond by starting to take action steps now. Start taking those action steps now so that you can be in that space of alignment, so that you can show up and share your medicine with the world, so that you can experience the life you're destined to experience. And again, this is what we do in Thrive, and I'm so excited. I have people filling up. It's so fun, and I'm just really looking forward to see what the future holds, because I know for me, I felt like I got my ass chewed this year and spit out, but it's the rise of the phoenix moment for me, and I know a lot of you are also feeling that too. So just keep nourishing yourself, keep being gentle with yourself, do what lights you up, do what fills up your cup, and fuck what the world says. Be kind. That's all you have to do, is be kind and be compassionate and be yourself, and allow yourself to let your freak flag fly, and to share your gifts and your talents and your medicine, and to stop playing small, and to face the things that still terrify you and do it anyway. Take that leap of faith, listen to your gut, follow through. 2019 is our year and beyond. We've got this. This is what we're doing. And I want you to know you are so worthy of experiencing all that you desire, the life that you really want. And just remember that all of this has been divinely guided. All of this is perfect. There's no accident as to what we've experienced or why we've experienced. And soon enough, you'll be able to see what you've gone through, why you went through it, and you get to see that it's all perfect, it's all flowing as it should, and everything's making sense. So I'm excited to announce with you and share with you the last episode of 2018 for the Sovereign Society podcast, episode 64, Understanding the Clusterfuck of 2018. And one last announcement, I'm super excited. I'm going to be on a panel in LA in Culver City on December 20th with my dear friend Nixie Marie of I Am Goddess Collective podcast. She asked me to be on her panel for her 100th episode. You can go check out my episode where I was on her podcast, and tickets are free. All you have to do is RSVP. All that will be in the show notes below, but you get to see me on a panel and you can ask me questions. So if you're in the LA area on the 20th, please come. The proceeds for the open bar and the auction and the vendors, we are donating a percentage of the proceeds to the victims and survivors of the fires in Malibu. So my dear friend Nixie, she was evacuated, but she was able to go home and everything was safe. But we have lots of friends who lost everything. So again, go check out the link in the show notes, and I would love to see you there in LA on the 20th. But in the meantime, prepare yourself, because we're going to be talking about understanding the clusterfuck of 2018 on this last episode. I love you so much. Thank you for all your love and support, for subscribing, for leaving your reviews and your comments. I look forward to hearing from them. And if you want to connect, reach out on my email. I won't be back on till January 9th, where I'll have the first episode out. My dear friend, Dr. Nick of Essential Oiled Wizardry. But in the meantime, happy holidays. I love you so much. Enjoy. Take care of yourself. Fill up your cup. Understand that the best is yet to come. I love you so much. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Sovereign Society podcast. I'm your spirit guide, Sabrina Riccio. And this episode came to me. This episode came to me when I was in the shower. And all I can think of is like, God, what a fucking clusterfuck 2018 has been. This year has been quite the doozy, am I right? But what I feel now is that we see the silver lining. We see that 2019 is coming. It's so close. It's just weeks away. And with that, you have to understand something. This is all part of the divine plan. I know it may be hard to really understand. It may be really hard to grasp. But the truth is, with this year being an 11 year, and we see that because 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 8 equals 11. And so 11 is the master number. And it's a master number that is going to be experienced every 9 years for us now that we are in the 2000s, right? We're in a new millennium where it was 2, where before the last millennia, we had rarely any mastery years, but now we are on levels of mastery every 9 years. And 9 is also a really powerful number, not just because I was born on the 9th, not just because it's the subtle body, but because 9 is 3. It's the power of prime. It's the power of prime, the power of 3, and 3 to the third power. And so we have to understand that this is divinity, right? This is part of the divine plan that is for us to experience these periods of growth in 2018 and to be able to understand that, as Yogi Bhajan shared, who brought Kundalini Yoga to the West, if you really want to master something, you have to teach it. With that, you have to understand that what you're experiencing, what challenges may have been presented to you during this time, it's all part of the plan. This is all part of you being able to share through your human experience, through your blessings, through your gifts, through your talents. Because, again, you know me, I'm the love and light myth that everything is all love and light. There are periods of darkness that we need to go through, and that's when the seeds grow. The seeds grow in the dirt, right? So this is how we become rooted in who we are. This is how we allow ourselves to gain deeper senses of empathy and compassion for those we'll meet along the way, where we can be relatable, where we can see other people through our experience and empower other people to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. So this 11 year has been this opportunity for us to really grow. It's an opportunity for us to get really clear. This summer kicked our ass. We all know that. And all these planets experiencing their retrograde period, it was tough. And right now, as I'm recording this, Venus is in retrograde and she's been kicking our ass too. This has been a year of like getting our ass kicked, but it's good. It's putting us in order. And as Deepak Chopra shared, after the chaos comes the order. And so it can be feeling very chaotic right now. It's because these new systems are coming in. We are upgrading. We are integrating. We are aligning to who we are meant to be. And it's important for you to understand that there's no accident with whatever it is you endure. There's no accident as to how you got here. This is my mantra, right? Honor the journey, trust the process. You have to be able to understand that if you're in a really shitty period right now, allow yourself to go into that hawk, that eagle perspective, and to see that this is just a blink of an eye to compare to how much more of your life you have to experience. So you can look at those really challenging times where you're being really tested, really triggered to be like, this is coming up to be healed. This is coming up to be transmuted and to be shaped into something else. We are shape-shifting the energy into something that feels more supportive. And this is the thing. Next year, 2019, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 equals 13, because 2 plus 1 plus 9 is 12, 1 plus 2 equals 3. So not 13, 3. Getting ahead of myself. But 3. So 3 is, in Kundalini Yoga, we talk about the 10 bodies, which means that we're more than just our physical body. We also have our emotional body in a way that comes through the subtle body. We've got 3 mental bodies, our physical body, and 6 energetic bodies. So we have the soul, we have our negative mind or positive mind or neutral mind, we have our physical body, we have our arc line, we have our auric field, we have our breath, our pranic body, we have our subtle body, and then we have our radiant body. And so us going into this positive mind that we're going into next year, and we're starting to like feel it, like, again, that to me feels like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, oh my gosh, the momentum, I feel it. And so the qualities of this positive mind is a lot about positivity and equality and trust, where you can really see the good in everything. So this is our opportunity to really see that, like, okay, the light is winning. This is happening for us, not to us. And I just need to allow myself to keep vibrating and to become that vibrational match by honoring myself, honoring my energy, and doing what I can to stay strong in my light. And so this is your opportunity to understand that what you've gone through, this is where you can really allow yourself to embrace that sense of bliss, and you can really allow yourself to be joyful and take life on, like take it by the horns, and just allow yourself to show up being really confident in who you are, allowing yourself to really be focused on what you're here to achieve. And that's what it feels like right now. The momentum is like a lot of people are getting really focused. A lot of people have gone through the fucking ringer and back. I know, not just me, but I see it in my community. There's a lot of my friends that are like finally feeling the momentum after working their asses off. And now because of that experience, we've been able to master that, and we are able to share with other people that you have the power to work smarter instead of harder. And so there are a few things to really understand too about next year and the positive mind that can really support you. Essentially, if like you're feeling really weak, you'll be stuck living through your subconscious. And living through that subconscious can be challenging at times because that's where a lot of our trauma is formed, especially our childhood trauma, which is why I'm so passionate about ancestral healing. I'm so passionate about doing the deep trauma work from your early childhood, because your subconscious is formed by the age of 7. So by that time, you already have the way that you are navigating through this world. So when you're in that weaker state of the positive mind, your traumas that may have been hidden or disregarded for a long time may arise. And you can find yourself really feeling sluggish and depressed and unorganized and overweight. And you can and the negative will run through, and we don't need that. We need to be strong now. So we need to be able to really be in that space of balance, be in that space of harmony, and allow yourself to really work through your anger. You know, with the holidays, it's like we can get a lot of triggers. This is why I hosted the 40-day free experience to heal the ancestral lineage, because a lot of our stuff can come up when we're around our families, because a lot of it isn't ours. I know for me, I was just talking to my nutritionist that is helping me. I'm doing a 40-day program with her. And, you know, I have to work a lot with my liver and my gallbladder. I've had gallstones in the past. I've been hospitalized for them. And both of my grandfathers had liver problems. So they had a lot of that anger and resentment and a lot of just like tensity. But that was the world that they lived in. And seeing that, you know, being a young girl, little girl, being raised by my grandparents and just having that in my DNA, that's part of my subconscious I have to keep working through. So the fact that I'm taking charge of really getting strong in my liver and my gallbladder, it's going to allow me to finish off this year strong, and it's going to allow me to prepare for the year to come. So instead of focusing on New Year's resolution starting on January 1st, start now. Start now. Allow yourself to start to figure out and discover what is your sacred why and why you're calling this in. And I'm really excited that we're launching Thrive again in January after, you know, a couple weeks once we've gotten settled with the new year and the holidays to really go for it. And so I'm currently accepting applications for that. You can check out thrive.sabrinariccio.com. But to see the transformations that people have had in that experience in itself, the fact that I was able to create this course during this mastery year of 11 to help people master their own human experience, to help people reclaim their power, their sovereignty, to help people align to their truth, their Sat Nam, and to really radiate that out in the world. Blessed, right? Just feel so blessed. So the thing that I've been doing to understand the clusterfuck of the year is to take that perspective, the higher perspective, and to see like, wow, it was really challenging. Wow, I got my ass kicked, but I have so much wisdom and grit and strength, and I went through it already. So now I have the privilege to be able to share with other people. So it doesn't have to be as lone wolf. It doesn't have to be it can feel more supported. You know, it was very challenging for me to go through it. I mean, luckily I have great friends that I was calling on and they were supporting me. It was still my journey though too. Like they did what they could, of course, but to really be in that focus of like someone who's really gone through it and is sharing with you their experience. There's nothing more nurturing and nourishing. I mean, for me, I don't think so, because knowing that I've had to lone wolf it for a long time, having these people that want to support me and they see me, I know that feels good. So that's something I've been able to master this year, about like, who are the people that I choose to call in my life, and who are the people that they've served their purpose, or who are the people I need to cultivate better boundaries with. And so all those issues, all those situations and the challenges that I've endured and experienced, again, it brought me that wisdom. It brought me that grit. So I just want you to really understand that this year has had to happen the way it has. And we are all becoming so much stronger from it. We are becoming more compassionate because of it. And we're honoring ourselves and our self-worth of what we're worthy of experiencing, our boundaries. These are all things our soul knew, but we had to relearn, because for years we were told otherwise. So I just really want you to share with the world what you've learned. I want you to be honest and vulnerable about your journey, and to release any shame you may have had, because there's no shame. There's absolutely no shame. What you've experienced, what you've endured, it's had to happen. So stop beating yourself up for that it didn't look a certain way or didn't unfold the way you wanted it to, because guess what? It did. It unfolded the way your highest self wanted it to, because it knows that you're learning the lessons. It knows you're gaining the wisdom and the opportunity to share. And that's what this Aquarian age is all about, right? It's all about community and connection. And so the opposite of addiction is connection. So see that this year, whatever you've experienced, whatever you've endured, it's allowed you to be presented with this opportunity to connect with yourself, first and foremost. So allow yourself to connect with you. Allow yourself to honor you for what you've endured, what you've overcome, what you've had to experience. And just know and remember that you are so powerful. You are so strong. You are so worthy. You are so enough. You are here to live out your divine destiny. You are capable of having the abundance that you really desire. You have the right to travel the world. You have the right to have the body that you want. You have the right to live in a world of peace. And that peace begins with you. So allow yourself to get out of the victim mode of 2018. Choose to be victorious. Stand up, strong and confident, and honor your strength. Honor your beauty. Honor your grace. Honor how far you've come. Because as I said, honor the journey, trust the process. There's a divine plan happening here, and I can't wait till like a couple years from now when you guys are all sending me DMs and being like, oh my God, thank you. Like, you were right about that I can do this. And, you know, I just love to hear how this podcast and how my work and my commitment to you has really impacted your life. I thank you for that. And I'm excited to be writing this book right now. I'm writing this book. It's called Radiate Your Radness. And I'm very, very excited about it. And this has been a long time coming. And so I'm just grateful that I get to continue to share my wisdom and my journey, whatever I've endured. Because whatever I teach, it's because I've mastered it. And let me tell you, there was definitely a period in my life where I didn't know if I was going to make it. I didn't know what I was going to be, how I was going to do it. I had to surrender. And my soul is so awesome that it decided to incarnate in 1989. So not only am I in an 11 year this year, but I'm experiencing an 11 year during my Saturn return, which is already my own 11 years. This is my 1111 Pillars of Light opportunity. So Way to go, Sabrina, for choosing to incarnate in an 11 year. Oh, man. So I just appreciate you. Wow, I just realized that when I add up my numbers, 1 plus 8 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9, that adds up to 3 9s right there. Whoa, trip. So I'm life is hilarious, right? And we are here to be able to activate and experience any life that we want. And so it's just up to you to trust yourself. It's up to you to surrender. It's up to you to understand that you don't have to do this alone, that you can call out for help. And it's up for you to shift your perspective to understand that all of this is happening for you and not to you. And you have to definitely remember that when the going gets tough. Just allow yourself to, that's why slowing down, breathing through it, meditation, yoga is critical, because it allows you to come back home to you. And so when you are being triggered by the world out there, when you are feeling sad, allow yourself to disconnect from the internet and connect back with you. So I want to thank you and honor you for going out there and being really brave this year and allowing yourself to dive in and to master the parts of you that are here to really share. This is how you're sharing your medicine, through your mastery. This is how you are impacting the world, through your mastery, because you are able to teach, and you can teach through example more than anything. Be that, become that. And that's what this is a year of becoming. And we get to allow ourselves for the rest of these years. I mean, especially a majority of people who listen to this podcast, they're millennials, right? So it's really amazing because we are just scratching the surface, guys. Like, our success is inevitable. We are scratching the surface. All that's required of us is to continue to follow our heart, to lead by example through our heart-centered consciousness and that radiance of who we are, and be willing to serve and to support one another. Like, you don't have to do this journey alone, and we are here to support each other and to honor each of our strengths. So allow yourself just to honor where you've been and to allow yourself to grow. And if that means, if part of this growing is like you're tired because you need that rest so your cells can generate. I mean, think of babies. Babies sleep all the time. It's because they're growing. And as adults, we like shame sleep, right? But when we're really tired, it's because our bodies want to grow. And our bodies want to get stronger and they want to get healthier. So even if you need to take naps in between, I invite you to do so. Just allow yourself to honor yourself. Eat healthy. Be aware of what media you're consuming, because there's energy behind all of that. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are your habits and your own little ceremonies and practices that you do, your little rituals that you do to come home to you, to honor your relationship with God, Spirit, Universe. Allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to share that. Allow yourself to give yourself that permission, because this is where we understand that we don't need to lone wolf it, and this isn't a one-man or a one-woman show. We've got Spirit, God on our side. We've got our friends here to support us. We've got our family who loves us. And we've got our lovers and our communities that are rooting for us as well. So thank you for tuning in to this episode. I just want you to keep breathing. And if the world outside feels really overwhelming, allow yourself just to go within and practice that radical self-care. Go take a bath, go for a walk, go for a hike, make love, make a delicious meal, move your body, take that yoga class, go get a sound bath. Do what you need to feel whole, do what you need to feel good, and know that all of this is perfect. All is unfolding according to divine plan. You are safe, you are protected, you are loved, you are enough, you are worthy, and you are amazing. Sending so much love to you today. I would love to know what you thought of this podcast, and if it's inspired you or helped you feel supported, that you're not alone in this journey, let me know over on Instagram at Sabrina Riccio or at Sovereign Society Podcast, and let me know what you think. If you haven't yet, please leave a review and a rating and subscribe. I really appreciate your words, and sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm human, right? So sometimes I'm like feeling like I'm in the shit sometimes, and when I'm feeling really low, I go to those reviews and I read them, and I allow myself to have a good cry, and then I move forward. So it really means the world to me when you leave those reviews. So thank you so much, and just make peace with your past and know that you are becoming the master of your reality during this time. So make it count, make it golden, and know that you have the power. You are sovereign. You are free to create the life that you want. The only person who's stopping you is you. So get out of your head, start tuning into your heart, allow yourself to focus on your breath, honor your sacred temple, connect with your loved ones, and go out there and share your medicine with the world unapologetically. Allow yourself to serve, allow yourself to share, allow yourself to connect, allow yourself to be the light you wish to see in the world. And as you do, we'll be able to see that in the world too. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. And I'll be seeing you soon. Take care. Sanam.